The note was folded twice and trembling in her hand. "PLZ, take my puppy. He deserves a warm home." Clara set the basket gently on the wide wooden porch, the little pup's tail thumping in confusion. She raised her fist to knock, then froze. The door creaked open before her courage could run away. The man who filled the doorway looked like the stories whispered in town, tall, broad-shouldered, eyes steady as open land. Ethan Cole, the richest cowboy in 3 counties. Clara swallowed and stepped back, already turning. I'm sorry," she stammered. Ethan's gaze dropped to the basket. The puppy blinked up at him, one ear flopped sideways, hopeful and helpless. Ethan crouched, a softness breaking through the hard lines of his face. "Well now," he murmured. "What do we have here?" Clara's voice cracked. "I can't keep him. I lost my job at the mill. The boarding house won't allow dogs. He hasn't eaten properly in days." She wiped her cheek with the heel of her hand. "Please, he's good. His name's Rusty." Ethan looked up at her then, not judging, just listening. The wind tugged at Clara's thin coat. He noticed the way she hugged herself, the way her boots were worn down at the heels. "You planning to walk back to town?" he asked. "Yes, sir. In this cold." She nodded, pride stiffening her spine. "I'll manage." Ethan lifted the basket easily and stood. For a long moment, he studied her face, as if reading a story written between the lines. Then he opened the door wider and stepped aside. "Come in," he said. Clara shook her head quickly. "No, sir. I just wanted to leave him." Ethan's voice dropped to a whisper meant only for her. "You stay too." She stared at him, certain she'd misheard. "What? Anyone who'd give up the one thing they love so it can be safe," he said quietly, "isn't someone I turn away." He glanced at the puppy, now licking his knuckles. "Besides, looks like Rusty's already decided." Tears spilled freely now. "I don't want charity." "Good," Ethan replied. "I'm offering work. The ranch needs a steady hand in the kitchen, and a warm heart around the place." The cabin was simple but warm, the fire crackling like a promise. As Clara thawed her fingers by the hearth, Ethan set a bowl down for Rusty, who ate with joyful abandon. Days turned into weeks. Clara learned the rhythms of the ranch, Rusty learned the joy of open fields. Laughter found its way back into Clara's chest. And Ethan, well, he found that wealth meant little compared to coming home to light in the windows. One evening, as the sun sank gold over the plains, Ethan watched Clara and Rusty racing across the grass. He smiled, knowing some doors open for a reason. And sometimes, all it takes to change a life is a whispered kindness, "You stay too."